It's the last hurrah before the big day. Stories run wild in the craziest way. From Vegas nights to the beach town vibes. From laughing or party, you're in for a ride.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drunken Suits. Let's go. We got another great episode for you today. If this is one of your first times chiming in, thank you.
Yes, definitely.
So let's break this down. I am one of your hosts. I am Bobby Carlson.
And I am Will Kroboth, your other host here. Like you said, if this is your first time, we are a podcast. We specialize in talking about bachelor, bachelorette parties, batch trips, as we're starting to call them. Crazy stories, how to plan them, fun events, destinations, any special topic you guys want to hear about, let us know, and we'll talk about it. But that's what Drunken Suits is about. And like Bobby's saying, we got a little bit different one. We're gonna deviate from our normal kind of thing this episode, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so we got a great interview coming up. We already filmed it prior to, filming this little part here. So it's going to be a great breakdown of, the whole how to get the group combined, get them drinking together, get everybody, especially like bachelor parties and bachelorette parties. You can bring in your college friends, your family, your hometown friends, maybe some work friends. And it's kind of this weird mix. And it's like all around one person. But now how do you get them, partying together? So that's what's going to be a big focus on this, is we have a specialized golf, and then it goes into some different games too. And we're going to have a lot of fun on this interview. It's going to be with Geoff, and and he's going to break it down for us. But first, I want to say huge shout out, Memorial Day weekend. Absolutely. Let's go. It's America's 250th birthday coming up this year. So Memorial Day weekend, let's just go freaking ham. I hope you're listening to Drunken Suits. Got your beer in hand. Cheers. Cheers to you, Kroboth. Cheers to everybody. Cheers to Drunken Suits. God bless America.
I'm so sorry.
No,
I
totally
started drinking before you ended your cheers. That's a hand up moment on my end, but great
You're
speech.
Thirsty. You're thirsty. You're thirsty.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the weekend going early, right? But no, I mean, hey, right, we're going to talk about bachelor party things. Maybe you guys listen to this early on Saturday, and you can take some of these games and some of these ideas, golf or whatever, and use them this weekend too. Doesn't have to just be for bachelor party on this one.
Dude, I was actually just golfing today, and it kind of looks kind of sunny out there, but it's actually pouring rain, and I got caught in it. But it was at this point where we're hearing thunder, we're already wet, and it's like we're on hole 14 where you're like, it's thundering.
I don't think the worst is coming down for a while yet.
Yeah, no, it starts pouring. Lightning strikes. We are on like 18. It's full Caddyshack out there, swinging away, clubs slipping out of your hands. Like every hole, you had to like fish it out the ball to like get it out and everything. Like so fun. I shot a 114. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Gotta shout out the Carlson brothers there, though. They played a lot better than me, and had to deal with that. So that's always fun. But we're actually going to hear from a different Carlson today, and he is going to be the golf expert. I was going to say witness, but not witness. Like the expert coming in. The golf expert coming in and breaking it down for us. So let's jump over to that interview.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoy. We'll catch you over there.
What's up, everybody? We are here with my dad, Geoff. How we doing, Geoff?
All right, man. I'm happy to be here. Finally got the invite. This is good.
Oh, finally get the invite. I've been asking for this for a while, so I don't want to hear that. Cheers. Welcome to Drunken Suits.
Cheers. Appreciate you coming on.
I'm happy to be the oldest guest so far. This is good.
Well, this is going to be a fun episode here. We brought you on because this is going to be talking about different games to get people active in a bachelor party. And I think you are far from a pro at golf, but you might be a pro at being the social guy, the glue guy, the all-time fun guy. So
Vibes
I
guy.
think you're gonna, big vibes guy.
There we go.
So I think this is gonna be a perfect interview. And you know a lot of golf games. So I want to start off. What is your favorite one on the golf course? Your favorite game to get the group going?
Get the group going. I mean, we usually go out. There's at least 4 in a group, but usually we're with 8 or 12, and then you kind of pick some sort of team thing. So we go on a golf trip every year. I've been doing it for about 30 plus years, and we do kind of teams out of a hat, and 3 serious rounds of golf on 3 different days, and we do things like a Nassau. We'll do a best ball sometimes, and just overall score. So we'll do individual and then combined scores. We throw in handicaps, all that kind of stuff. So it gets kind of serious. And then so that'll be a morning round, and then the afternoon round, just party. We'll have the morning round, go in for lunch, get some food, recover a little bit, start with some drinks, and then usually one of the carts, usually maybe 2 or 3 of the carts, full bar. So the packed full of beers. We brought vodka and bourbon along, and then all the mixers that are needed, and then that's just a straight best ball, just grip and rip, man, and it's just fun. And it we play for money, but it's $5 a head. So you're standing over some putts that are worth $20 and shaking all the pressure in the world. But there's all kinds of games on the side, even during the serious round, we'll pair up on different things, and we'll play snake, we'll play an extra best ball stuff with kind of a Nassau, but best ball within the team, and then sometimes with handicaps, without handicaps, and it gets to be a little serious sometimes, but and then the dots that go on if you get a sand save, you're playing snake, you're playing birdie dots, all that kind of stuff.
So you mentioned a couple games there.
Yep.
Snake, best ball, Nassau, and I think you mentioned a couple other ones. I think what we're trying to do for the viewer here is really what are these games? So how do we play them?
Yeah, so Nassau kind of it's great. So it'd be like you and I against Will and his bud, and
dominate.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, that guy's going down. That's easy.
But it's
all right.
It's a front 9, back 9, then overall score. So it's almost like 3 bets all within there, and you can put whatever dollar value you want on per hole, all that kind of stuff above. So we could take the front 9 up 3, they could take the back 9 up 2, then we win front 9 overall, that kind of stuff. And so that can be from anywhere from a couple bucks to crazy amounts. So that's always that's a fun one. And then
that's pretty easy. I feel like a group could catch on to that one pretty quickly.
Yeah. That's kind of a basic one, and it divides the whole the overall score into 2, so it makes it all right, we're done with the 9, we shit the bed, now let's turn it on, and we'll get better.
And I feel like that helps out too with your shit players like Kroboth and nice players like me. And
wow, all right. This is good.
Yeah,
you guys have
say anything on this podcast.
It's okay. Poetic life.
No one's fact checking.
Yeah, we're gonna have to settle that on the course sometime here, but
anytime, baby.
But no, so you're playing then you two. It's best ball between you two. And
so it'll be kind of it'll be our score. I get a par, he gets a bogey, whatever, and then so we'll take my score and then compare it against your teams.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
So
we both play each hole.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense. So I guess I was getting ahead of myself, but you mentioned it before. Best ball, scramble. If you don't mind breaking those down, just so everybody that's listening.
Yeah, and so scramble. Yeah, typically scramble. I mean, you could do it a different way: 2-man, 4-man, but 4-man scramble, kind of the basic one is everybody drives, and you pick the best ball, and then 4 guys hit from that shot. Pick the best ball, 4 guys hit from that shot, that kind of stuff. So if you have some decent talent. Doesn't even have to be amazing. Like we've been in a lot of best ball tournaments. I think you have too, Will, where, especially back up in PA. And I mean, you come out, you're 10, 12 under, 13 under, easy.
Yeah.
And it's just you got four people shooting from the same spot, you're gonna hit. And if you're on the green, you have Bobby go first so you can get an idea of where the ball's going in. Not that he'll ever make it, but then you got three guys that are able to putt and hit it. So that's kind of that best ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could do like a 2-man best ball, like, just 2v2 type of thing too. The 4-man is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of my favorite, and I'd love you to explain this one too, is when we play Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf is a fun one.
And I think that's like really keeps it's fun to like pick on the tee box and everything. So it kind of keeps the bad players. You can play with the handicap and anything too. So it's like, just for quick reference, I want you to explain it. But all right, hand up. I'm not a good golfer. Shocker. What? Not a good golfer. So the nice thing is, like, when you're picking on the tee box, it's, oh, Bobby gets an extra shot here. Like whatever he does off the tee box, he's starting there on like with 0, right? So it's always like putting that into effect, and that keeps everybody in the game, especially like if your whole group isn't in big golfers. This is a good way to keep everybody going. But so can you explain Wolf a little bit?
So Wolf, and there's some subtle differences. The way we typically play it is, if you're up, like we'll rotate, 1 through 4, and that's who gets to go first. So I get to tee off and I hit a great drive. I might call Wolf, right? So then it's me against 3 guys, and they all play their ball. It's not a best ball thing. They play their ball. All right. But then it's me against them trying to beat their score. And if I win, I get 3 dots, right? And you can make a dot worth 50 cents, $1, $10, whatever kind of craziness you want to do, right? But if I lose, they each get a dot. So I would give up whatever money thing to them. But so we play it, you have to, so if I hit a not so great drive and I say, all right, I'm not going to go against these guys, I'm going to pick a partner, then the next guy in line drives, and I have to decide. The way we play it is you have to decide then, before the next guy tees off, do I want him as a partner, right? So if I drive not so good, Will, you drive next, you hit a monster, I'm going to say, I'm going with Will, right then. But some people do, like, everybody drives and then they pick at the end. That's a little soft.
But the tough is, like, say you just hit a medium one and he's like, okay. And like, you can't go back and call yourself after you hit too.
Right.
So you're picking a partner, but you call, like, you hit a medium shot and it's like, all right, maybe the next 2 guys are going to do well, but then they just shank and you're like, now I have to pick one of them. Like,
But the reward risk, right? So if I go Wolf, I get 3 dots to me. If I pick you, Will, and it's you and I against Bobby and somebody, we win, we each just get 1 dot.
Yeah.
Right. So so the reward is Wolf, right? And that's kind of the big one.
Yeah.
And it's tough because you're going against 3 guys. Like it's a tough one, and you get down a lot of dots, a lot.
You could add up.
A lot. I've been down a ton. So, but I mean, and that's a fun one, and that's an easy one. Doesn't matter, almost whatever you're doing, especially if you got a couple groups going out, a couple guys, you're on a bachelor party, and you've got 12 guys going out. Just in your foursome, you can just play that real easy, kind of like the extra side bet. So that's a fun one. So it's fun. It's a fun one with Wolf, and then you put in all the junk stuff, right? And you had mentioned Snake, and so Snake is just it's brutal if you're playing Snake. So if you 3-putt or more, you just give everybody a dot, right? So I mean, 3-putting's just hard on yourself, right? You get on the green in 2, or you get on the green in 3, and now you're like a bogey, double bogey, and that's just horrible. And now you're going to give up money because you suck.
And you get a little liquid in you. This could really add up quick.
Big time. Yeah. So, and I've seen guys, they're like, they're 2 putts, and they're like, still have a monster putt yet, and they're like, it's too hard, and they'll putt onto the fringe, and then it starts over. So they like save themselves. The fringe will be closer to the hole if they just put it past and then they come back in.
Now,
Oh
I've
my
also
gosh.
seen a rule with golfing where if you're on the green and you putt off of it, you have to buy a round then.
That's
It's like
good.
you can never
I
putt
like that.
off of the green. And I
Yeah.
don't because I suck. Hand up again. I suck. I will talk all day, but I suck.
But
I would definitely
I
be
mean,
liable for a few rounds if that was a rule,
yeah.
for sure.
That's a good one though. Putting off. I haven't played that because that would be brutal. It doesn't happen much, man. But actually, the greens that we just played last week, they
Oh.
were like that. They were just it's like putting on linoleum type of thing. It just went forever.
So then, talking about courses,
Yeah,
you've done this golf trip how many years now?
a little over 30.
What has been the best city
Mm.
that you have gone to for golf?
That's tough.
And just for the golf, because I know you guys sometimes go out
Mhm.
after, and we could break that down now too.
That's another
But, yeah,
situation.
so actually, it's a two-part. What's been the best golf? And then the second one is what's been the best like whole golf? Golf is good and city is good.
Yeah.
Like that a bachelor or bachelorette party could
your
just
whole
kill.
package best is Myrtle, right? It's cheap.
Wow.
The golf is amazing, especially what we're used to Northeast. Like I'd say 95% of the courses in Myrtle is like playing on a private course up there. And so they're pristine. It's great. And you can party. And then the nightlife is just phenomenal, right? And we're cheap. And so we can get great places to stay, breakfast included, all that kind of stuff. And it was wonderful. So Myrtle, I think, has the overall set package. We've basically stayed on the East Coast for 30 years, been down to Florida, Jacksonville, Amelia Island, wonderful, wonderful places. Of course, right on the ocean, another one all through the marshes. That had to be probably one of our favorites overall. Excuse me, the ownership of Amelia Island has changed. And so one of the big hotel places bought it out, Omni. Be a good sponsor for you. But
Yeah, hey, you want to sponsor us,
Shout out.
Omni? We're here. Yeah.
But there's some villas that we would stay on that were right on the one course. So
Throw up a picture. All right.
Yep. So it was awesome. So it was right around hole 7 where all these villas were, and so we'd stop by, refill the cart, and then go. But the courses were great.
Hole
that
7
was
refilling, doing some damage early. I like it.
well, not the first round. So the coming
All right.
around, yeah, and then
I'm going to steal a question from you. Drink of choice on the golf course. Golf course.
Yeah, so besides beer, which is easy staple, right? And then I'm just probably going with bourbon and Diet Coke. Because we would courses that now my face is going to be known by upwards of 75,000 people, right? Being on here.
Yep,
so
exactly. Yep, exactly. You're right.
when you're not supposed to bring alcohol on any course, blah, 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 blah.
Of course.
So we're bringing water bottles. I fill up a water bottle with vodka, water bottles with bourbon, and then just have those for the afternoon round, and then just get some Cokes and that kind of stuff, and then just fill them up there. So lots of bourbon on the course.
I think
That's
history
a pro tip
lesson.
right there.
Crowbath, you're a history guy, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. I think the reason golf is 18 holes is because that was the amount of a whiskey bottle of shots in a whiskey bottle. So they did a shot every hole, and then when it was finished, that's when they called it, and it was 18 holes.
Never heard that.
I've never heard
And if you asked me why 18, I couldn't ever tell you. That makes as good a sense as any.
I think it's a whiskey bottle is the length of a golf course.
I like that.
This is amazing facts that we're going to go with, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna throw it. Hey, if you're a fan, you've known I am wrong so many times. I would say the calculations of Crowbuff being wrong to me, it's
surprising.
It's down here on the way up here. It's like I just talk, having fun, and then you'll see it big red. Wrong.
But we went so other places too. gosh, Panhandle of Florida, all the way up at the top. Destin, neat
Yep.
place, tough to get to, flight wise. So not really direct flights in there. So that would be one of your guys' grading things. That has been the downer. We have been there twice, and there's I think it's called Sandestin Resort, and it's got everything, like everything for families, pools, and you're on the beach, and there's tennis courts, and I think 3 golf courses, and it's one of those everything resorts. You think of something, it's there. Spas, but we just go for there for golf, but tough to get to.
And the spas.
Yeah, wow. So, yeah, Sandestin, pretty cool. They got everything, but the golf is really good. And the houses, I think that was one of our first places that we had a mega house for 8 of us, 8 bedrooms on the place, and it was just great. And then we went a ton to right outside of Orlando, in a town called Champions Gate. So value wise, which I'm telling you, you guys got to start doing this.
It's big.
Trip. Yeah. So 9-bedroom homes, has a pool, that with a lanai, the lanai, the screened in over the pool.
Yeah,
and
he's a Florida guy. He knows.
Yeah, and it's next to the course or attached to it, and then you're all paying for 4 nights. You're paying $500.
Nice.
That's incredible. Yeah.
4 nights,
Hard to beat
$500
that.
total. Yeah.
For 9 rooms and
My God. And then you play the courses that are right there, and everybody has their own room, right? So we've turned into old men, and it's nice to have your own room. Starting out, I mean, you go to Myrtle, some of these places, you're gonna be 2 per room, which is still not so bad, right? And it's good. You're not really cramming. We didn't do the, everyone just bring a sleeping bag and sleep on the floor. We've not really ever done that.
The barracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you remember the episode from our friend Zach's bachelor party, you don't want to be in the barracks.
That's it. So that's kind of gotten important to us. Everyone has a bed that's decent.
So how much then does, when you're looking at new places to go to, the cost of the housing and the bedrooms, how does that weigh compared to like the cost of the golf and the availability and the niceness of the courses?
It's total cost, which is it's where it comes in. So like that Champions Gate, so you're spending $500 to stay, maybe, right, for 4 nights, which is crazy. And then your total golf package might be $700, $800. So you're saying like, whoa, like, a round is $175. You say, all right, like let's look at everything, and it's still cheaper. Often we're walking out of there right around $1,000, $1,100 type of thing. And so it's tough if you just look at one aspect.
Yeah.
And so myself and one of the 2 of the other guys, we do the trip for the past 30 years, do all the planning. And if you look at one thing, it drives you nuts. But
I'm just laughing here because I am that guy in groups. I feel like every group is every group has those people, the people that will just go, yeah, all right, here's the card. Can you just, I trust you to be the smart decisions here. And then there's the guys going over every penny, like, all right, I hope they're okay with this and this. And they're going, yeah, all right, sounds good, let's do it. And then they'll just complain. Like,
before and after. Here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, but we nerd out like for weeks before. So we're going on 1 in 2 weeks. And
where are you going?
We're going up to Williamsburg, Virginia. First time we've been there. Kings Mill. Let you know how that is. Like, it's supposed to be a very cool, another one of those all-inclusive resorts type, not all-inclusive. They have a lot of stuff at the resort. Kids stuff, pools. You're right next to Busch Gardens. All the stuff that we're just going to golf and drink. That's it.
It's great.
and staying on the campus. So, we're well past the thoughts of drinking and driving, which should be, there's a generational thing for sure. And you guys were told never drink and drive, and you ought not to because we'll kill you. But
or it will kill you.
Or it will kill you. But nobody can afford to lose their career, their license, all that kind of stuff. So you're right on campus. You don't have to do everything. There's restaurants, bars, everything, breakfast. So we'll see how this is. But I mean, we talk about it for weeks and weeks and weeks before, like setting up the games, all the betting.
Love it.
I mean, there's charts. My one buddy, he's got things for the past 30 years. He's got a stat sheet. He pulls up Excel, boom, and we're like, 10 years ago, this is what you were doing. He's got everybody's scorecard, everybody's thing, handicapped everything. I mean, we nerd out on this stuff a little bit too much. And then there's guys who like, still like last week, I get an email from my buddy who has the place in Avalon. Hey, what dates are we going? I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, like, dude,
We've been booked for a year now.
you sent us money. Like,
Yeah.
what?
How did you not mark that on your calendar? That is absurd.
Yes. So it's there's those types that do that, right? And then doing all the planning, it's relentless bitching and moaning.
Yeah.
Always is.
Yeah.
It always is. Now with that Excel spreadsheet, so you mentioned like there's different guys on different trips. Do you get like kicked out if you're not doing well enough, or are you playing into the
That could
tracking?
be fun.
No. So the best man at my wedding, one of my best friends, like, and my college roommate, everything, just the greatest guy in the world, sucks at golf. And if he's watching this, he will die laughing right now, right? And own up to it, right? And so him going on the trip just makes the trip, because you just love to have him around. Like, our trip is about going out with at least 8 of our core guys. We tell the same stupid stories for 30 years. We crack up just as much. We go to bed a lot earlier now as we're getting older, right? But it's the same stuff, and it's just about being around, like, it's just hanging out. Like, it's just the greatest time. It's the best mental break for all of us. And over all this time, so he's in his upper 50s, sucks at golf. So he didn't come one time. We went down to Myrtle. So Myrtle, back in the day, there was about 150 courses that were open. We fly in.
It's 150 plus now. It's great.
And we flew in, and there was snow everywhere. So the courses that we had were all closed. There was about 4 or 5 open courses. And so we tried to book on them, and you wore like all the clothes you had. It was like playing in PA when it snowed. It was freezing. It was maybe it hit 40, and you're wearing like snow gear, and they actually somehow plowed fairways, which doesn't help a lot of us.
Yeah.
That was it. And
They're not plowing between the trees. What are we doing?
yeah. And so I don't know if it was one day or an afternoon, we just went bowling, and I think we bowled for like 6 hours. And this was right up this guy's alley. And he's like, are you kidding me? The 1 year I don't go, you go bowling? It's like, I suck at golf, but I'm going to kick your ass in bowling. And on that same one, my other one buddy hit the 810. I think it's 810 or 710.
Yeah.
Hit
710
one of those. He had that left, boom, hit the shot, 810 split. And my one buddy goes, $100 you make that. Pulls out the 100, puts it down, and he hit it.
No.
But I never saw that. That was
The worst part is I know who that was and stuff, and that's so him. Just right under the pressure. Of course he's gonna hit that just because it's him. That's ridiculous.
That was great.
Now we're talking a lot. This has just been a guy's trip, college tradition, going down. Have you ever golfed on a bachelor party before?
I think so. Yeah.
So let's break that down too. Bachelor parties has changed a lot from when, I don't even know, when was the last bachelor party you've been on?
30 years ago.
Yeah. So when you were on doing bachelor parties, a little bit different than they are now. We've kind of broke down a history of bachelor parties in a different episode. But yeah, like, would you go golfing? I know it's kind of more a lot of these free games that we're breaking down in this episode, all these different gaming traditions and everything. But I think golf is a great way to get the group together, getting all the guys that you're friends with.
Definitely, and we have, and it is a great way to kind of start with some drinks, getting in and getting ready to go, and getting everybody in the mood where it's just fun and laughs and all that kind of stuff. So for sure, and you go out and you play around, You
So
have
you
a
have
couple.
done it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then usually, there's some sort of restaurant you're going to go to and get get a steak, do something, and then go out. And I mean, bachelor parties back in my day, and this is 30 years ago in my got it, and then in my era, right, was a night. It was a night. There wasn't this weekend destination. Never heard of that. Never had an opportunity. Never heard of an invite. Never knew anybody to do that. Maybe we would just hope. I don't know. but I mean, but
I don't think you guys were alone on that. I just
no,
don't think that was the thing.
it wasn't what you went out and you got some food, you had some drinks, you would do some of these card games, or you go golfing, get dinner, strip bar, crash somewhere, and that was
That was it.
that was
That was the whole
that
thing.
was the outline, right?
Yeah.
So I was best man, my best man. I was best man in his, and we had this place just outside of New Jersey.
I love this story. I'm sorry. I'm amped up. Everybody buckle up. Here we go.
Just outside of New Jersey, or I'm sorry, just outside of Philly in New Jersey, and I had 5 different bars we were going to, and strip bars. We had a bus, we had a driver, and a keg, and we're like, this is great. Like, and everyone shows up, and it was at the dude's dad's house. Who was a bit older, and it was like, hey, what's up? And we're just partying with him, and jump on the bus, went to tiny. I think, I don't know if I think we must have had some food at dad's house, maybe some steaks or something on the grill. Who knows? I can't remember that far, but we went to the first bar, horrible looking bar, talked to the bouncer like, hey, can we bring the keg in to their bar? And he's like,
why would they say yes, right?
and we're like, here's $20. And he's like, yeah, bring it in.
No way.
What? So
That's
tiny,
awesome.
tiny dive bar, strip bar. We didn't leave until maybe 2 a.m.
Everything
First
planned.
one. The first one.
Yeah. I'm in the bar calling, and so on a payphone, because there was no cell phones back in, like, canceling all these reservations, trying to keep my deposit. like I mean, we had special tables, like all these places in Philly. We never made it across the bridge. Like, I mean, these were some of the best top. Like, this is gonna be the greatest night. I mean, I had a schedule. Everyone had to schedule, and they're like, Carlson, we're not going. I don't want to go. I'm like, dude, it's your spot, and we're having a blast.
Now you could tell me this is too far, but since I've heard this story before, they were so close to, like,
Yes.
this first stop was within walking distance from his house.
That's
so they got the
incredible.
bus and everything for a walking distance. And it turned out the one guy got so drunk on that keg.
He walked back.
Yeah, he walked back, barely knows the dad, goes, hey, I don't know if you remember me from a couple hours ago.
He's like, hey, mister, and walked in and just passes out. Yeah, and we were that close. And then the bus driver, I was like, we're not going anywhere. Like, he's like, I don't care. Like,
He's
you
getting
paid me,
paid,
like,
yeah.
I get, yeah. So he took us to a diner that was open at 3, and chowed down, the drunk chow down, So it was it was a great bachelor party, but it would have been weird. Like, all these other places were amazing.
I would love to get him on too, to just talk about how he found the house, because this was like one of the first times he was at this house.
Yeah, he's not from that town. We're
and
like,
he's
it's
hammered.
It's that way.
Yeah. And somehow he got there.
And it's not, and nobody had a phone. Nobody was like Google Maps, like, put it in and just it's that way. See ya.
And great friends, huh? Just, good luck, man.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're
you guys got
leaving.
this.
Yeah, you're dead to us. That sounds like that.
You might end up in addiction. We don't know, but we've got a keg, so.
There's something to be said about the navigational direction that people had without phones. So it must have served them right somehow.
I mean, 5 minutes down the road, that's great. I mean, that's just awesome.
Mine, we met in. So I was living in Pennsylvania at the time, we met in Delaware. So I went to University of Delaware. Some guys down there. Some guy had a house, and then we had burgers and whatever on the grill, playing some cornhole and some horseshoes and kicking back in the afternoon.
43 games.
Yeah,
Love those.
which
Incredible.
Shout out those. Yeah.
awesome. And then it was time to get in the van. And so it was a bunch of my boys from hometown and a bunch of the boys from college, and got in a big van and drove up into Philly to a couple prime spots, and
Any shout outs? Get sponsored by anybody.
but I gotta remember
They still
that. I
around?
have no idea. Yeah, right.
Or is it just too much strippers?
It was strippers. Yes.
Yeah.
I think we went to 2 or 3 spots, and but even the van ride up was just a blast. There's coolers in there. There's people like peeing in cups in the front of the van, dumping it out the little, like the window that just opens that much. It pours back into the boys in the back. Yeah, it was definitely, that didn't go well. Start out the night. One dude's shirt, somehow he took it off for some reason, and then somebody took it from him and shoved it out the window on Route 95. Gone. So we're on our way to a bar, and he's like, dude, I don't have a shirt. Somebody's wearing something like this, right? And then just took off somebody. But it was like, dude, but why? Like, why? I mean, guys are the stupidest animals in the whole world. Right? I mean, you guys just went on a trip. You found several of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah.
But that's what makes the freaking bachelor
Yeah.
party. It's the guys. I mean,
Yeah.
you could plan out everything and it doesn't matter, right? It's just,
No.
it's the guys.
That's what they say about combat, right? The first point of contact, everything's gone. The plan is done.
Yeah.
It's just done. Yeah.
Yep.
So you come
But
back
as
with
soon
no
as you don't-
arrests.
As soon as you don't have a plan, then everybody's gonna be like, "Well, what are we supposed to be doing?" So you
Yeah,
gotta.
where are
have
we
one.
going? What's
Yep.
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. And plan B is just, are we just going to go with it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
And you guys brought it up a couple times in some of your episodes. Like if like when I was best man for the guy, like I had a pretty good rigid schedule, good enough amount of time at each place. Like we're gonna have fun. You might get a dance, get a drink or two. We're going. Like it wasn't rushing, but I was like this is the top night. This is gonna be it. We went to one place, and I was like, at first I was getting like, guys, we've got reservations at this place. You hear about it on the radio. Like we're there.
Yeah.
And so like at first I was a little ticked, but then it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Have a
matter.
good time.
Like
Yeah.
you just gotta go with it. Yeah. Yeah. The vibes guy was attacked.
Vibes guy was down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that group, there's enough vibes guys
but-
in there. There's some good groups.
Yeah, but I bribed a 6'7" behemoth with $20. Like, just want to bring in the keg. Yeah. Like, we're not going to buy one beer in your bar.
That's insane. I'm trying. Like, I can't even fathom that happening now. Like, I don't know anyone that would be cool with that. So that's just so cool that you guys.
No,
have
the guys
managed to
at the
pull that
bar,
off.
like the regulars, are just watching us. They're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. It'd be great if they started like,
Yeah.
hey, $2 for a
But-
beer? Yeah.
But the strippers were all coming, and they're lining up like, "Hey, can I have a beer?" Like, of course.
Yeah.
Are we gonna say no?
What do you want to do for this beer?
I'll have a free beer and $20. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes.
So also I think pretty cool at your bachelor parties and stuff, and like your time going out, sitting around a table, you guys play games at bars pretty regularly. Quarters and like what else did you guys do?
So
right? Like,
not
you
so
had-
much at the bar. That's more
No.
pre-game.
Oh, that's in free.
stuff.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
you just because you carry around quarters because you had payphones. Like,
So back in college days, that quarters was probably a big game, and you go to a house party, do something, and there's people just sitting there playing quarters, right? And you bounce a quarter into the shot glass, and so that was tough enough for me. But like other people that even you might be related to, do off the nose, off your elbow. Like people had all kinds of ways. Yep, all off boobs was a great one too. Some chick did that, and you're like, what? What is her name? Right? Yeah, off the ass, like down the back.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it was more just show. They never went in, but it was just great. But quarters is always a big game, and then any card game, Thumper.
Thumper. Explain that one.
Thumper.
Oh, I can't.
No, I don't
I just
know
know
what
you're
it is.
banging on a table and you're just hammered. You're just drunk as shit.
Sounds like Mal.
Amazing.
He had no clue what was going on, but just drinking. All right.
But yeah, so those weren't in the bar itself. In the
Okay.
bar was usually, you're playing pool, you're shooting darts. Darts, great one too, and
Great.
that's a, like that's even at somebody's house too. They're gonna have a
Well, what kind of darts are you playing?
Yeah,
You
there's
play
good
You got
darts.
different games.
Yeah,
Hit me with some of those games.
baseball probably the biggest one, easiest one.
think?
Right?
Yep.
I think now cricket is maybe the biggest.
I
Cricket
don't know.
or
I know baseball more, but
Okay.
yeah,
cricket's pretty
yeah,
big.
baseball, and then and there's something like 500 or
Oh, that's just
200.
normal dart. You go down from 500 or 300.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yep. Baseball is just go inning by inning and then just win, and then it can go somewhat fast enough. It just you don't you just, if you miss out, it's an out, like that kind of stuff, and then the winner can stay and you can bring another guy.
Yeah.
Darts is fun. It's just there's not a lot of people playing, or if you get too many, it's a long one.
Yeah.
But that's always nice and fun to have, and then it just, especially at a bachelor party, you have it sitting on the wall, and then the rest of your wall just gets peppered. Depends how much beer's going on.
Yeah.
And you mentioned pool too. Pool's fun, a little exclusive though, to get the whole group going, right?
Correct.
So I don't know if I'm recommending that at a bachelor party. If you're at a bar, you got some guys playing. I don't think that's a bad thing at
Yeah.
all. It's always fun. You get to see who's good or not. But I think fun thing to get the group going on a pool table, little snake. You remember playing that at all? You wouldn't do it at a bar. That would be nuts. If you did it at a bar, I would love bars that could play snake. But this game
You gotta
is.
explain.
Oh, cool. I know you know, but so here it is. So you got the table. You got two smaller sides and two longer sides, the rectangle. You can only throw from the smaller sides of the end of the table. The only balls on the table are the 8-ball and the cue ball. You only throw the cue ball. And so to start out, somebody throws a cue ball, hits the black ball, starts moving. The next person has to grab the cue ball and from one of the short sides, hit the black ball again and keep it moving.
Oh,
The black ball stops or goes into a pocket on your turn, then you get the first S and it keeps going, and you don't want to get kicked out of the game. But it gets really fun, especially
You're
when
running
you're
around the
drinking.
pool table.
You're like, oh, shoot, it's my turn. You go and, you throw from the long side and everybody, no, it stopped. And I always love those games where it's like, a little bit where everybody can chime in a little bit. And I think that's a good one to get people going, especially you get one of those, 9-room houses and it might have a pool table.
Oh, we did that. Yeah,
would. That game.
They all have a game room. Yeah. And so
that's great.
That's a fun one. And that's a good one because everyone's moving. So it's a good one. And it's all like that's that pregame stuff. Yeah. And then, I have no idea like why like flip cup and stack cup and like all those kind of things. I don't really remember them being around. There might have been flip cup, but I don't know. It's like
Pong.
we had plastic back in the day in those cups, right? Running water, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there was some pong games. Yeah.
Now you played when you played beer pong. You would play with the beer in the cups and you drink it once that cup goes in, right? I think nowadays version it's a lot different, but that's the original one that I knew.
Yeah.
I've definitely played with the beer in the cups, and it just gets you a little trash, but it's fun.
But we played. I think the first time I played it, with ping pong, like with a paddle, the ball, and a cup on each corner, and you were playing doubles ping pong, and then trying to nail the cup and do stuff.
You make it in, it's finish it.
Yeah.
It's like a
We went.
Now we got like a combo of ping and beer pong. Beer ball.
Yeah. So
that's kind of cool.
I can't wait. So we're talking about those kind of games right now. We absolutely can break those down because I've got
they're fun
out of the wazoo of those kind of games.
Lots of them. Yeah.
All right.
Civil War, Pong. You have beer ball. You have baseball. You have Oh, I'm blanking out. Yeah, stack cup, which is great. Some
Yeah.
people call that chandelier. These are all just great games. That I always like to being a little bit active in like free game stuff, getting outside, cornhole, or
Throwing a
anything.
die.
Yep.
Beer die. Yeah, you want to play? Yeah, you said was it pong or ping, right?
Ping or beer ball. I've
Yeah.
heard it called both.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's always fun.
Those are great. Like all these
They're-
games. I mean, I'd be happy to break down any of those games for anybody. Stack up, major cups in the middle, all filled with a little bit. Basically, the game knockout in basketball, you have to make a ping pong ball in your cup before the next person, or you stack them and then they have to drink. As the stack gets taller and taller, it gets harder. The more you drink, it gets harder. The very last cup, that's the gotcha cup, and it's filled with some gross stuff. Crowbots, what's maybe the worst stuff in that cup that you've had to drink?
Mixture of 3-4 alcohols, a raw egg, and then every single mixture
Lord.
that's in the area.
Oh,
Some
Maybe
condiments,
some ranch,
maybe.
like
Yeah, some
salad
condiments
dressing in
always in
there.
the
Yeah,
fridge.
it can get pretty
sounds like
wild.
that sounds back in the hazing days.
Yeah.
God,
These hands don't
that's
haze.
fun. Okay. Yep. Good.
Yeah, so that's a just stack up. I think that's a great one. And that gets a lot of people going. Flip cup is always great. Drink the cup in front of you. You have to flip it. Once it flips over, the next person's up. Your side wants to beat the other side going. Baseball, teams of 4. This game, I think it's a little bit more complex to understand, but once you're going, it completely makes sense. But you go through so much beer in this. It's best to have a keg.
Yeah.
So quick breakdown of this game. You have your ping pong table. You have 4 cups stacked here, 4 cups stacked here, and 3 like boom, boom, boom on the side and boom, boom, boom on the side. This team is with these cups and these cups. This team's with these cups and these cups. So the objective of the game, you want to throw the ping pong ball and make it in the other side on, you get a first base, second base, third base, home run. And if you miss the cups entirely, that's an out and you're done throwing. If you hit the cup and they catch it, that's an out. If you hit a cup and it goes on the ground, that's just a strike. Make it in then and you're good. But you can also get to bases, and the bases are on the side, first, second, or third base. And so then you're there and other people are throwing. If they hit the cup and like the person doesn't catch it and it's just a strike, you can steal. So you play flip cup then, and you have to go faster than the person across from you, and you can keep going down the line. You can steal all the way home if you want, but it's hard.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and it's very, very fun, and that will get people in it so hard. And it's so much
people
beer.
in it. It gets them wasted, and then they pass out very soon.
Oh, and I forgot to say, I made it to like the third base. I made it to third base. That team has to drink first, second, and third cups.
No, okay. Yeah,
so I make it the second, the first 2 cups, and you just kind of pick who drinks and stuff. So it's fun. You have a catcher. You have a
play
pitcher.
9 innings. So you're getting real drunk after it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It is so much fun. Highly recommend. Highly recommend getting a keg for that too if you're.
But that's tough. Like on those games, like they're fun. Like, but like pregame with that, like you go out annihilated. Like I know, old man. But like on your destination ones, like you just had, the guys out in Arizona, they were there for 3 nights or something like that. Would be fun where they golfed around, they had a great meal, they had the chefs come in, and you play a game like that, and people can pass out to whatever degree. Like that's a blast. But like in my day, that was the one night to go out like 8:00. These guys are.
Yeah.
It's tough to show up annihilated.
Yeah. Well, I think during that video that we watched, that was during our reaction video. We watched a video on Scottsdale, and some of the guys stayed in and just wanted to chill at the house, go in the pool and play some games, and some guys wanted to hit the town. I think what they played back at home was hockey.
Yep.
Crowboss, do you want to explain hockey? I just took one. You want to take one?
So actually, you go for it because I've played very little beer hockey. That's not something I played. I know you've played a lot more. So I'll let you explain that one.
Sure, absolutely. Everybody's got their beer in front of them. and you not right, yeah, you don't, but you get a quarter, you spin it, yeah, you spin it, and you want it to keep it going and stuff, and you like call someone's name then, and they're a shooter, and yeah, they can you can like either keep it going as much as you want. You also run the chance of not being like hitting it wrong and it flat, then you can't shoot it. But as it's spinning, you give it a flick, and you want to hit somebody's can. But you get 2 fingers to play goalie on your can, and if they hit your can, that's a drink. And then you can just, I think it's like you keep, if they like you finish your drink, you're out, and like there's some different rules. Some people play different stuff. You can also play like if it hits the can and keeps spinning, then you can keep shooting at other people, which is great. If you finish your drink, though, and you just finish it, and it's still spinning, you can stop the coin with your drink, and then it's like you're back in, you're all good and everything because you did it, and then that guy has to drink that didn't shoot. So that's a pretty fun one. Not too many rules, and it's pretty good drinking. You just got to stay alert with the goalie. It's always fun. If we're doing quarter games, though, I'm going to do another one. And this is maybe the most simple game out there. And it's a cardboard box, like, get your beer box or whatever, flatten it on the ground.
Yeah, this is fun.
You want to explain it? You know it.
Yeah. So, and you guys, my wonderful children turned us onto it in the past year. And it's,
Nice.
it's just a box. You get a good cardboard thing. And like when it's your turn, you can flip a coin onto this cardboard. And if it's an open space, which starts everything's open, you get a pen and you can draw whatever size circle or shape you want. And in that circle, you make a rule, drink 2, or if your name starts with B, drink 4,
All right, well,
stand up and
Targeted
say the
rules, I love
national
it.
anthem, like all
that's a
that
tough
kind
one.
of stuff.
It's so much harder. It was say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, say the Pledge of Allegiance, and we're right through the doors behind us is the lake. Like you got to jump in the lake,
Yeah.
like silly things like that. Take off your shoe, whatever.
You get to text his
Text
his girlfriend.
text girlfriend, text Bobby's girlfriend,
Yeah.
and say X, Y, and Z.
But usually harder the smaller the circle equals harder.
Yeah.
Like punishment, and bigger circle.
And then you keep on going, and it's kind of fun at first because there's only certain spots taken up, and then the whole cardboard is taken, and you're just sitting there flipping a cup and nailing spaces, and it can get nasty. And if you're playing with the right group of people, it's fun and laughs. Or you're playing with the wrong group, and then it's just I have to we were playing with family here, right? And the one person was secretly texting the girlfriend underneath, like, please disregard any phone calls that come in over the next 3 hours, blah blah blah.
Actually, I think one of the texts was from like you get to text from his phone to his girlfriend, and he's not allowed to say anything for 5 minutes straight.
No.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
somebody texted on his phone about her sister.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
"Ooh," and he can't say
no.
anything, and and so like it's fun stuff like that. But I think that would work perfect for a pregame where you can make rules going out to the bar then,
Yeah.
right? Like
I
You
have to
can buy
remember that
around.
for this trip if we've got
that'd be
downtime.
great.
That might be
buy
fun.
buy
That would be a
around
lot
at
of
the next
fun.
bar,
Yeah.
hit on some girl, or it's
The thing is, like, you got to be with the right group of people, right? Like if they're gonna play, you got to have the buy-in, right? Because they might just say, I'm not gonna do it. Like what are you gonna do? Are you gonna arrest me? Like, and then it's like,
just kills it.
like why
Kinda
are you
ruins the
playing?
vibe, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if
Don't be that guy. I'm gonna say,
Bingo.
hey, this segment is don't be that guy. Don't be the guy that ruins any game or pregame or anything that's just gonna try to bring in everybody together and it's drinking and everybody's supposed to have a good time. Don't be the guy that doesn't sell in.
Yeah, and if you bet and you put it on the line, and I got to jump in the lake, and it's February, jump in the freaking lake.
You're jumping in the
Like
lake.
you're not.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Hey,
So
if it's
what?
not gonna kill you, just do it.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah. So it's
Grow a pair.
Yeah. So there, and that is what makes morons, men, fun to hang out with during these bachelor parties, right? So that's good.
So one
And you
thing
also
that I
said
really
cornhole in there.
oh, well, I'll let you finish that one up. I was at go in a different direction here.
Yeah.
I was just about to
Cornhole.
say, you said cornhole earlier.
Yeah.
That was one big thing that you played in your bachelor party and other pre ones.
Yeah.
That's like the game of the gods in my family.
Yeah.
We love it to death. Cornhole. If they got cornhole boards, especially a lot of breweries now going out places, I think that is such a good game. Get the group together. Love it. Just wanted to throw that out
And
there.
cornhole is way more popular. 30 years ago, horseshoes and quoits. Quoits are just the round rubber
That's a
things.
fun game.
Quoits. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Depends on
round.
Dutch though, right?
I don't know. I played it growing up all the time.
And you're from Quakertown, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
And so round rubber things, very much like horseshoes. It just you throw the same thing. But horseshoes, quoits, and cornhole, like great pregame, and winner can stay or pairs can stay. Like it's a fun one. You can. It's just a staple picnic backyard. Anytime you got groups of family or bachelors coming over, you gotta have that. In midday, you need something like that.
I mean,
sure.
long games. We're getting into those. Like, you got the ladder golf. You got what's the one where you're on the beer can on the
Bottle
stick?
bash.
That one's a lot of fun.
That's fun.
That's so
Can
fun.
jam.
What's it?
Could keep
Yeah,
going
the
on
can
and on.
jam
ball.
Spike ball.
Yeah,
I mean,
spike ball.
Yeah.
Oh, a little spike ball tourney for a bachelor party
On the
That would be
beach.
fun.
Oh, that goes hard.
On the beach.
Oh, that goes hard.
Yeah.
I like that a
you get
lot.
some of these beach pies. You guys been looking at some of those? Like that is fun. Like it's just you're going all out too. Like right. I mean, you've done a game. You're like
Dripping.
yeah. I got to jump in the water.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
that's
the
fun.
jump in the water is not a punishment in that case, like it is for
Yeah,
your
yeah.
February
Can't wait
lake
to.
jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did cut you off earlier. You're about to jump in with another game, maybe?
I wasn't going to talk about a game. I just wanted to bring up the fact that, like, I think this could be the bachelor party, right? You have a good group of guys. It's almost a cool trial run to potentially set up. We started talking about golf, and then we got into a lot of these other things, but the boys' trips, it's like the bachelor party is the precursor to the trial run to set up these annular event trip that you do with the guys. I think that's a really, really cool thing. So
that's that's a great point. Like, I mean, my guys that I'm with was on all their bachelor parties basically, and there's different people in and out, family members, these couple friends, couple times removed, and they've been on our trip a couple times here and there. But you're with them because you want to be with them, right? You're not with them to hurt them. You're not there to make fun of them, to do anything. Like you're there because, dude, we're so excited about that you're getting married, and we're supposed to have this bachelor party, and we're just gonna have fun, like and the most amount of fun we can without being like without going across the line. And everybody's group is different with that line, and where those lines are your group, but you got to live like my guys.
Like strip clubs, like is that the line you're
Strip clubs? But I mean, and
like
I mean, people are getting hookers, people are doing all that kind of stuff, right?
Blow.
Right, and so I mean, we talked about it before, and we're like, guys, like we're gonna marry this person, and we're planning on being with them forever. Our line is we got to be able to look at each other, look at her, look at our wives, and say, we had a great time. And if you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, we'd rather not, right? But it was, I mean, we had a lot of fun. We saw a lot of boobs, and it was a lot of fun, right? But you didn't have to go out and, some people say like, this is your last time, you got to get laid, and that's their type of line. We weren't there, and so you guys can take the show and do whatever you want, but that wasn't my group. And that's and so because we're like we were friends. This group is primarily friends from college, and a lot of us knew the girls that they're going to marry. Like they were our friends too, and like, I mean, you know them, you like them, you love them, everything, and we still do, and we know their kids. Like, to disrespect that, I think, is crazy.
Yeah.
or to have that deep hidden secret for 30 some years. What? Like, what does that do?
Yeah. I mean, we've heard some crazy stories, especially like looking at Reddit or all these different stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny too. The stories we tell on here, a lot of people are like, after the recording ends,
Yeah.
they go, "Hey man, so I wanted to tell you this, but I just couldn't put it on." And
Sure.
so like we love them, but we're like, "Hey, we will respect anything, anything
Yeah.
that you want us to cut, we will, or anything
Yeah.
like that." But I mean, so
The
this
amount of
is no
times
one in
that happened
particular.
is pretty astonishing too. I think
Yeah.
I
all the
got to
viewers will be
imagine.
surprised.
Yeah. I got to, and when you, I mean, you're at a strip joint, and like the establishment finds out you're the Bachelor. Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you're up on stage, you're tied down in a chair sometimes, and shit's going on. Like, okay, right? But you don't have to pay like, here's $500. I'm going to go in the back room, send everybody, right?
Yeah.
Right. But sometimes shit happens, and it's like, what? Okay.
Yeah, sometimes someone disappears for 30 minutes. We don't know.
Right.
I think one of the best stories. This person has never came onto the episode,
show,
onto the show, and it's not about them, but it was a bachelorette party that she was on, and I wanted her to say this, but she's like, it'd just be too revealing. So the viewers out there have no clue who I'm talking about or anything like that. But what she told me was on this bachelorette party, they met up with like a bachelor party and they just were vibing,
Yeah.
and it was same kind of vibes. And some people were like, somewhat hooking up or like doing stuff.
Cool. Fine.
But then it turned out the groom to be and bride to
The
be,
Bachelor and Bachelorette.
yeah,
Blank.
yes, and both did not go through with the weddings.
Yeah.
And it was just like, ooh. And then
Ooh, that's not
she
good.
married somebody else almost directly after and had kids. And it was just like, whoa, like this. Please come on the show. But
as the Bachelor, like, it's great if you're out there with your boys and one of your boys like hooks up. You're like, this is great. Like,
do you think
all
so?
right, that's fine, but
I've
not the
heard
Bachelor.
I heard differencing
Yeah.
stories about that, because some people are like, this party is for him. Like, I am not trying to go pick up girls, or that should not be the motive at this thing. Like, I just want to be with the boys, and like, that's what this party's for. And like, sometimes like, you go back from the bars and you're at your house, like, that's some of the best stories come out of there.
Sure.
And it's like, oh, now he's gone because he's not actually at the party.
Well, then,
especially your one nighters, like,
your one nighters. Like, I mean,
just
somebody
hitting on all the chicks, like.
Then
How do you
then
feel
they
about
just
that?
did a little something extra at the bar, and it's a great story that you had at your bachelor party, but it was about whatever, and look what he did, and this is hilarious, right?
I
And
agree
that's
with
fine.
I agree
Right.
with that. I'm
And
like,
then-
dude, the boy should be
You
rocking here.
You
Let's
miss
go.
some of these times, but like I wouldn't think it should be a goal, right? If it happens, it's like a whoa, what are you talking about? But it's not like everyone's trying to get their rocks off.
Yeah, and I think if you get to the bar and you're trying to actively hit on every chick there and you're not talking to the guys, then yeah, you're being stupid.
Yeah,
But if things happen, like you're a good-looking group of guys and you're all having a good time, that's attractive to girls. Like they're gonna maybe come up to you, or you're at least gonna get recognized as a group of guys at this bar. Like things could happen. So I don't think it's so bad.
Yeah,
if something happens.
It's all about the context. Absolutely. I love that rule that you and your group had in place. I think that's a really good one, right? Can you look at each other and at the end of the day and the future, all that.
Well,
like,
and that's
is it gonna
it,
be
right?
okay? That's a good rule to live by. I would suggest for a lot of the viewers to maybe adopt too. On
Right,
their parties.
because hopefully these guys on the bachelor party, right? I mean, you love the guy, like I mean, he's your man. Like you're going to war for him, but you should know her, and you should know no matter what, he's chosen her, and she's chosen him. Like, this is it. So there's got to be some sort of respect level right there.
Yeah.
And it's tough to keep that in line. Where you're talking about, your best man, your vibe guy, all that kind of stuff. That's got to be in the back of your mind too. Like, you gotta be the vibe guy, and the police at some point, you're like, bro, you got to settle down, because you're out of line. And that doesn't happen too much, right? But at some point, sometimes you got to be ready to be like, Yeah, and no matter what, you're protecting the bachelor. But you gotta say, hey, you gotta settle it down or go over here.
So let me ask you this:
We're watching hockey. It's hockey playoffs. Maybe that's the enforcer. Maybe we just got a new term inspired
That's
by
it.
yeah, the
The
enforcer.
Mr. Carlson right here.
Well, then just a spin off of that, right? So you're making that line with women, like, what lines do you cross or whatnot? Now, say someone wanted to go streaking at a bachelor party.
Maybe it happened at mine. Yeah,
Maybe it happened at his. I know.
right through Philadelphia.
Through the streets of Philadelphia, a guy streaking at his bachelor party. Is that crossing any lines? Can you look at him in front of his wife and go, yeah? Or
Because
him in front of his kids going, yep, that's their dad.
his kids will be happy about that, and
His kids love it. I know they do.
he's upper 50s, and I think he might still be streaking. So it's all good.
Love him to death. Love him to death.
Yeah.
I hope he comes on at some point.
Yeah, but it's and so I don't know. It's you, like, to me. I don't care. Like, that's hilarious and funny, and everybody's cracking up, and you're like, "What are you doing, dude?" Like, it's great, but it's some other people might think that's too far, and like, oh my goodness, but that's where
well, you didn't have cell phones.
the vibe with your guys, right? Yeah, we didn't have cell phones. Nobody's taking pictures of it. None of that kind of stuff. So that's thank God.
I can't say there wasn't any streaking at a bachelor party I've been on. So
Yeah. That's like in a fraternity, and all these guys are fraternity brothers of mine. I mean, there's the naked beer slides or all that kind of fun stuff through the fraternity house, right? No cameras on that time.
Yeah, that's great. I wish.
Yeah, those cameras, they definitely can incriminate you a lot quicker.
Your
Holy
best
mackerel.
friends are gonna be the ones that are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but also think about this. You're like 70 years old, and they're like, you get one of those, Google photo memories or Snapchat memories, and it's you and your boys just doing the stupidest stuff on a bachelor party, maybe playing one of these games.
It'll be funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's still got to be something you could post.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
posted, just coming up.
Yeah.
My eyes only.
Yeah.
All right, well, to bring it back, episodes about the games.
Yeah.
Is there any game that we haven't mentioned yet that you just love for drinking? You played in Beer Olympics. You played like in any sense of pregame, tailgating, anything that you think a bachelor or bachelorette party, like, they should be ripping this.
Yeah, and it's tough because you say, and we've talked about this. The bachelor parties I think about are the one nighters, right? And it's picnic time and then strip bar, and so any picnic game, any yard game is just fun,
Yeah.
right? Tailgating stuff. If you go, like, it would be great things to do at a for a bachelor party is go to XYZ game, every football, hockey, basketball, baseball, and tailgate. Like, I mean, that's fun as hell. I met
Even not going in, just tailgating. The whole
done
game.
that too, right? We were in Philadelphia. I showed up at one tailgate early, me and a friend from Avalon, and we were chipping. He had clubs in the back and just, I don't know, a slew of old balls. And we were in the middle of the parking lot, and we might have had some beers too. But before all the guys showed up, we're chipping balls about 120 yards at the Eagles practice tent that they had, which was right against 95.
I thought you were doing it into other tailgates.
No, there was like so it was like an empty parking lot, and we parked half a mile away, right? So we could leave. Who knows why? We figured that everybody would get there. We'll aim under whatever sign, and so he's like, dude, just don't let the club hit the street because he doesn't want to wreck the club. Like, dude, not a problem at all. First one, spark, and they all the balls went up on the Route 95. Really, not a great idea.
So is that the final recommend? Bring some golf clubs to tailgates on your bachelor party.
Right, but you bring a football to the tailgates, but you have flip cup, you have all that kind of stuff, cornhole. It's all great. You got to have something to do.
Definitely. I think So is that the category you would pick most? I know, like, you're
That's a fun
thinking
one.
back on one, but like now, say you did a bachelor party right now. First off,
In the
what city do
standard
you
format where you have the couple days, right? So
Yeah,
one day
couple
could
days.
A
be
couple
kind of
days,
doing
your
these things.
standard format, right?
Yeah.
Where do we
Right.
go?
pick? Yeah,
Right.
you've
And
watched all of our episodes.
And now, am I 25 or am I 57?
You're 25. You are like prime. You are me.
Oh, good lord!
Yeah, God save me.
Right off the bridge. So, yes,
I don't know if YouTube's gonna let that happen.
But say you're 25 years old. You're me. You got a good group of guys with you, and you just want to get like, say like you want to be the vibe guy here, right? You want to. What game are you picking to get everybody going? Like,
You know what?
And you're going to bars later.
And I know you guys did this city. Myrtle's another one. I'm down like you get some great golf in there. You could ban golf on one day. You're at the beach.
What game are you playing on golf though? Or are you just playing straight up?
Probably doing straight up and then all the side bet shit, like all that kind of stuff. Because some guys just want to go out and hit and they don't want all the betting.
Yeah.
But you know what it does is it takes up a lot of time, and you can drink or not drink.
Yeah.
Right. So it gives everybody that choice, and it can be kind of fun. You're back. You get some good food. You get on the beach. You go to Myrtle, and you can also not golf. Go on to the beach, which are beautiful beaches, and you can stay in some of these places for cheap. My other son just went there a week or two ago, and they got a Airbnb gigantic house on the beach, I think,
North Myrtle, yeah.
and played some golf. But like, you could just spend some time on the water. The restaurants, any kind of restaurant you want to go to, you want to have a private chef, you want to have a sushi chef, you want to just go to, Arby's, whatever, and then every level of strip joints you want, and nightlife, and bars, and clubs, and dance clubs, it's all there. So I mean,
Pretty good answer.
it's a pretty good place to go, But I tell you, watching your Arizona show, I wanted to be on that Bachelor
Yeah.
party.
Well,
That-
Scottsdale action.
That was, I mean, to come back, like, that place was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Actually,
I think there's a lot like it.
I might do that one, but
yeah.
but my guys that I would be going on the Bachelor party with wouldn't have the bucks probably to get there.
So tell me this one then. Give me a rating. We'll end it with this, right, Krogoth?
Ooh,
A little
I like
rating.
it.
How about this? I'm going to give a 5 or ranking. Let's do a ranking. Krogoth, you say a game, I say a game. And we'll just go back and forth. You get 3, I do 2. And we're just going to do games from all different categories, and you have to rank them best game to do at a bachelor party to worst game to do at a bachelor party.
All right, and 5 is the best.
Why would 5? No, 1's the best. First place, winner. All right.
Okay. All right.
You're a 5th place. All right. All right,
Let's go,
Krogoth, give me your first game.
All right, first game I'm gonna go with is Bottle Bash.
Good one.
Good.
Okay. First game I'm going to go with is Dibble off a dock.
Off a dock.
Yeah, so you got the dock, but you're playing Dibble.
You guys know what Dibble is?
Oh,
I do,
Krogoth
but
knows.
probably it's good to throw that one
For
out
the
there.
viewer, Dibble is somebody has a golf tee, you bring it to the bottom of the water, you come up, you splash around. First person to jump in and grab the golf tee, you come up and say Dibble, you win, everybody else takes a drink. Very active, very competitive, very physical, very fun.
That's fun. Yep. All right. So you got Bottle Bash and Dibble. Good.
Okay, next one, I'm
Good
gonna throw a
way to
card
put it.
game into the mix here. I'm gonna say, you know what? Not card game, card drinking game. We'll play King's Cup. You know what King's
great
Cup is?
game.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it. And that's
Stacking
another
the
one
cards
too.
into the
Yep.
tab for anybody who doesn't know.
And
And
each
then if you
card
crack
means
it, you gotta
something.
drink it.
Yeah, and if and you got to have the full buy-in, right? You need
Yes.
everyone to have the buy-in. Yep. Okay. Good one. Good one.
Well, since you are our golf guy, I'm going to end with a golf game. And we're going to just do a normal scramble.
Yeah. Good one. Fun. Okay.
All right. Trying to think of one that's unique. Maybe we haven't touched on. I'm gonna go with Stump as the last option.
Oh, nice.
Flipping the hammer.
Stump.
Got hit the nails.
Oh, hit the nail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
So
Right.
just for another reference, Bottle Bash, Dibble, King's Cup, Scrabble, Golf, and Stump.
Scramble,
Scramble. Yep. Bad handwriting.
Yep.
not
Yep.
Scrabble.
Yeah. Scrabble would be last.
All right. So I'm rating it.
You're ranking 5 being the
Give us
worst,
our-
1
yep.
being the best.
All right. So I'm going to say Stump 5.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, Hick.
And I'm going
That's
to
fair.
go 4 Dibble.
Okay.
And I'm going to go,
You're 25.
when I'm 25, I'm going to go number 1 is
5-4-1. I love
Bottle
it.
Bash.
All right.
Okay.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
And
call.
then I'm going to go King's Cup 2, Scramble 3.
What? I did
Wow.
not see that. Mr. Golf Guy.
So, and the reason is, I mean, 25, like we like golf, but we like
Drinking.
chicks and drinking and competition better, right? So, like that was, so I mean, the Bottle Bash was that would have been an awesome game to have back then.
Yeah.
Like that was just fun. It's just a great game, and you could almost make 2 of them and have, you could have 8 guys going at the same time.
Yeah.
You don't need a lot of space.
No.
Like that's a fun one.
Well, you know what? I've had so much fun with this one, actually. I think I could come up with another 5. Crowbar. Let's do another one.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do another
ahead.
5.
Let's run this back. All right. I'm going to do 3 this time. You do 2. And we're going to get, or do you want to have him rank it?
I don't care.
Do you and I
No.
come up with this and have him rank? Oh, let's do the guest. All right, let's
Yeah,
do
we
the
gotta
guest.
have the guest rank it. Yeah.
All right. All right. I'm going to do
You
the
got the
first
first one.
one. You're doing a scavenger hunt. Actually, because you told me this early, a Tour de France scavenger hunt bar crawl.
Ooh, that's a fun night.
And if you want to give a little reference of
So-
what that is.
Whew.
So I was in a fraternity called Lambda Chi Alpha, and we every year. So there was
Shout them out.
there we go, and so the it was at University of Delaware. There was a massive biking race that went through Newark, Delaware, and it went right by the fraternity house, and so it would go by at 6:30, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., whatever. We were up at the with the sunrise, couple kegs out on the front porch,
Eggs and eggs.
and just
Love it.
maybe we have 50, 60 people on our porch, drunk as shit, and all of a sudden the wave of people go by. I mean, they go by in about 30 seconds, and you're screaming your face off, completely lit, and it's 8 a.m. Right. So we turned that into a tour de Lambda, and so we would get on. It was a bike tour, and we would go to, I don't know, 7 or 8 different bars, restaurants, and you had to do a shot and a beer at everyone. And it was
And then get on a
guys,
bike.
fraternity guys, and as many sororities as you can on board, either on their own bike, preferably on yours, right? and a lot of it was up and down a railroad track too. So you're this is tough.
Here, you sit
Lot-
facing me, and I'm going to
Yeah. A lot of wipeouts, a lot of injuries, some blood, and completely annihilated with a shot in the beer at everyone. Because sometimes you just get shot in the beer, and you're like, "Hey, this is a fun vibe, right? We're gonna stay for some more."
Yeah.
And then it was somebody made the call, and it was back on the bikes and wiping out, avoiding cops. Cops would chase you. You'd just end up in another bar. It was a lot of fun. So that was a Tour de Lambda. But
Oh, that's Tour de Lambda, but I think this could be great for a
that's
bachelor
night out. Yeah,
Yeah, some biking bar crawl.
bar crawls would be fun.
Yeah,
Like
biking bar crawl
pick
does
your
happen in
fitty.
different cities.
Yeah.
I think you watched the Greenville one with Colby,
Yeah.
and there was a
That's a
swamp
great
rabbit
spot
tour.
for it.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a whole
Yeah.
biking tour there. I did a biking bar crawl in Michigan. So that was a good one there. So that, I don't know. So biking bar crawl is my number one.
Just for the
You
record,
also-
it's as illegal to drive drunk on a bike as it is in a car,
Dude, 25 years old. Remember it. Come on.
which would be fun as hell. It would be great.
and you can get it on a boat. So just throwing it out there.
Good legal caveats. Got to keep them in there.
There we go.
But I'll stay on the same lines of wiping out then, and I'm gonna go with as your second option here the slip and slide relays. So throwing in
Definitely
some,
have done that shit. Oh, that's great. Shit,
throwing in
yes.
some sort of drinking
Okay.
game, I'm sure. But yeah, got the
Oh,
slip and
dude,
slide,
good
running
call.
back.
These are good.
Good call.
Some your second option.
Oh man, now I need a really good one. That is so good, dude. So good.
It's tough with these two. Like the slip and slide relay stuff is like that's pre-gaming, right? I mean, that's like show up at the house. We're gonna have some burgers. We're gonna cook out, and we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be hilarious. The bike tour, that's the main event. That's the main event, dude. You know?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
so good. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Well, let's just go to basics. Let's go to basics. We're gonna do a beer pong bracket.
Like it. Yeah. That's anything bracket is good.
You get to pick a partner. You get to do everything,
get
right?
some boys that are competitive. That's good. Yeah. All right.
I'll go with another basic one then too. Probably again another more of a pregame one than an actual event, but shot roulette. We
Oh,
got a
Or
roulette
like a
table
tall
with
boy
little
roulette,
shot-
or just shots.
with the little shots in the table itself. So you could be
Ooh.
getting water, you could be getting something terrible. Who knows?
I have no clue how you're ranking these.
that sounds
know.
freaking horrible and scary. Will, you're a sick dude.
I'm trying to make this as hard as possible for you.
All right, I'm gonna do the made by me for this, the dare cards that we came up with for
Ooh,
this. So just for a reference for the viewer again, dare cards where you started out with one rule, like you say the word whatever, or you say the bachelor's name, right?
Yeah.
And you break the first rule. You pick a dare card. They can be so many different things, as in get someone to chest bump you at a
Oh,
bar.
great.
So then that's the new rule. They get to make a new rule after they do it, and someone else breaks it, drinking with your
So-
right hand, anything, and you just make these. You get a drunken suits deck like this,
Yeah.
and you get to go out to the bars all day with that.
Which I love, and I'm so glad you guys have that. And that particular reference is funny. So last year we're in Atlanta, seeing my buddy in Atlanta, and it was we touted it as the executive committee for the golf trip, and it was just four of us that went down there, and we talked a little bit about planning a golf trip, but we golfed a lot, and we ended up in town. It might have been on St. Patty's Day, and we're at an Irish bar, and it's packed, and we had there was a cubby, like a standing area that was walled off, like with shoulder length type thing. No
That's an Irish
table.
bar, yeah.
Yeah, and we might have had a shit ton of beers too, and it was packed. And there was a guy
I
like
a lot of your stories.
yeah, there was a
Times
guy-
involved. We had a couple beers.
there was a guy across with his arm up like this, and my buddy's like, touch him. It was like instead of like getting the shit, he's like, get your arm and touch him. So it's like just put it on, and then did that, and he's just like, oh, I said I'm sorry, and,
Yeah.
and then he's like, do it again. So I think that shit happened. Like that's hilarious. Like that
Yeah,
one, like,
different
that's-
states like that.
So, but that's great. So
Oh, like get someone to settle a debate, argument, your pick, and you have to win it, or the loser takes a drink.
yeah,
Fat girls versus athletic girls, and your pick is the fat
Fat girl,
girls.
yeah,
And yeah,
that's good.
you have to make them agree to fat girls.
I like it. That's good.
So that's just an example of dare cards, drunken suits, babe.
Shameless
I
plug.
like it.
Love it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, I don't care about that. That's a fun time.
So I'm gonna go with
This is a tough freaking.
yeah. I need the
list.
glasses for this one, right? So
So
All right.
just for the viewer again, so we got the bike bar crawl, the Tour de France, A slip and slide relays. Oh, so good. Beer pong bracket. Great. Shot roulette. Dangerous. Dare cards. Instant stories.
All of them, right? So number 5, shot roulette.
Ooh, okay.
It's because Will's a freaking crazy man. But number 1, we're gonna go with slip and slide.
Dude, you're like, wait.
I'm all
The
over.
orders are
Number
crazy.
2 is dare cards,
2 is dare cards. All right.
and then
Love it.
and then I'm gonna go with 4 beer pong. Tour de France. I'm putting that like I love it, but I think it's a main event, and as opposed to a game.
So you pick 2 5s.
All right, so then I'll go with 1, 2, 3. Well, I forgot 3. We'll go there.
The bike bar crawl is a 3.
3. Yes. No. 3 is beer pong. That's 4.
3 beer pong,
Yeah.
4 bike bar crawl, 5
Yeah.
shot roulette.
Yeah, but I love the Tour de France thing, but it's just that's the main event. That's like where we going.
Yeah.
Like we're done with everything else. Now get on
Now
the bike
let's
and go.
Blindfold bike race.
Yeah, no, I like it. That's fun, and you could do that. I think we could do that 7 more times. Right? There's so many different.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. But I think for time wise, I think I am going to call it here. Geoff, it has been such a pleasure having you on. Thank you so much for coming on and
Absolutely.
joining us.
Big time.
Thank you guys. And we can touch on some other subjects somewhere else if you need to.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank
we
you.
definitely would
Love
love
it.
to have you guys back on. Maybe some of your guys from you were talking about some
Sure.
good stories. So
Sure, they just might need to be blacked out.
that's okay. That's okay. We want anybody out there to tell their stories, even
Yep.
if they're anonymous. So absolutely. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thanks for being a viewer too.
Thanks, Will.
Virtual handshake.
Absolutely.
Yes, appreciate the
works.
support, and thanks for coming
Thank
on
you.
and talking with us here.
All right, we are back. Let's go, Geoff. Geoff, great interview, great expert. I like that it started with golf as our golf expert, and we went a little sidetracked because we had it by the toe, so we were going to ask away. I love it.
It was great. It was great. I'm glad to hear that bachelor parties have always been a lot of fun. You know, we talked about it on a past podcast about the history of them. Now getting to hear kind of like what they were pre-evolution to what they are now, and I mean, still absolutely great time. I loved it. I loved the insights, the golf planning tips. So good. Thank you again.
Dude, I want to play some drinking games now. I don't know about you. I got
Yeah.
stoked up on that. Listening back to that, man, like, oh my God. Like, the amount of drinking games that are out there that can be so much fun. It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I want to break out the spike ball nets and the
Yeah.
can jam. Oh man, and that's a big thing this weekend too. So we might have to do that.
Dude, Memorial Day weekend, the tailgate games, like, I don't know about you. It's gonna be raining here for me, which kind of sucks for a Memorial Day weekend, but you
That's-
can still drink.
That's when you improvise and you throw the pop-up tents up. You get the tables underneath. You'll be good. You'll have plenty of room. No
Maybe a
excuses.
little
We don't
slip and slide.
a slip and slide. Yes, I like that.
Oh, new
It's
game for you.
already
Have you
raining.
ever seen the slip and slide relay races where you got to take a slip and slide down, do like a flip cup, like chug, flip cup, then you run back up and the next person slip and slides down?
That's fun. That is fun.
Yeah.
That's
That's a little beer Olympics like action, and I love that shit.
For sure. That you can't go wrong with that. I mean, if it's raining, right, you don't even need a hose. You just throw a tarp out there and you're good to go.
Yeah, get little Diddy oil, going and slip and
well,
slide on it. Oh, I meant shampoo. Yeah. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yep. Memorial Day weekend. Man, what an episode though. That interview was so much fun. Dude, so those golf games. So I mentioned I was golfing earlier today. And so we didn't play any of those games because we just wanted to see where we were at, but we were just doing little bets on the side kind of thing. Again, one guy shoots an 83 and one guy shoots a 114. I'm losing money, but we're having fun.
Yeah. Hey, that's when you got to keep doubling down and trying to get back on that last game, you know?
Yeah, you always got to. And it's like, all right, putt from here. That's how you make your money back, kind of thing. I didn't,
Yep.
but you know.
Isn't that what the golfers always say is short games how you make the money?
Yeah, drive for show, putt for
Yep.
dough.
So, well, good thing I have neither of those. So,
Yeah.
I guess that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I haven't been out in a minute, but I definitely think, after having this podcast, I want to get out and play around like tomorrow.
Yeah.
It
Get
fired me
Geoff
up.
out there.
It's always so fun. Yeah.
Dude, I actually I was on the TikTok shop. I saw some cards out there that were like pretty aggressive drinking cards, and they could be a lot of fun on a golf course. There's some different cards out there. I think Drunken Suits might have to make our own cards, so keep that in mind. Drunken Suits is coming out maybe with some cards, and if that's interest to you, let us know because we could have a lot of fun on golf courses. Get your bachelor party right. Um, so we just had an expert in for golf that kind of strayed, but some drinking games. We in like our golf games. But we would love if there's other experts out there. You guys know different poker games, you guys know different whatever, like beach, like, hey, I know how to make any beach perfect with a group. Let us know. We would love to have you on here, love to talk about it. Geoff killed that interview, and now we need to have the next guy on that's going to top him. What next could be better? Or what city could be better? What's the best for the batch parties? We need you guys. We need you guys. We are having so much fun, and we have so much fun interviewing. So please, please come on.
Please come on, and maybe we can even inspire you. Maybe you guys have already done this, where you went on a bachelor party and maybe you played golf, or you did these beach games or something, and then you keep doing them. You do the yearly trips. I think that was really cool too. Right? He talked about that a little bit, and I think that's awesome. Like you spark friendships and keep them going too. That the ones that you have had. Get to make it a yearly thing, or every couple of years you get the guys out and do your thing, your interest. So I love that. Hey, the experts, I would love to talk to some more because that was really insightful. I learned a lot of things. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out Geoff. That was great.
Geoff, maybe we need to bring some of those guys on the podcast to talk about their bachelor parties. And I know you guys just came back from a trip, so it'd be really fun to hear how that trip went. And maybe I heard somebody hit a 380 or something drive because of a little bit of a hill, helped out. But hey, hands up, that's still awesome. So we got to hear about it. We'd love to have you guys on, and we'd love to have anybody on. So with that being said, thank you so much for listening to this episode. We have so much fun every time we film. We are about a year and a half now making these, and it's still so much fun for us. So please, guys, just keep feeding us ideas, feeding us anything. We love you guys and just appreciate you guys. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Drinks up. Let's go.
Cheers, everyone. Have a great one. Be safe, and make sure you keep that bachelor party Drunken Suits energy going. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's the last hurrah before the big day. Stories run wild in the craziest way. From Vegas nights to the beach town vibes. We're laughing or party, you're in for a ride.